In this video, we will have a look at how to install Geoserver and what platforms Geoserver supports. Geoserver can be installed on Mac OS X, Linux OS X, and also Windows. Apart from the OS compatibility, Geoserver can also be installed on Tomcat web server, or we can also install Geoserver as an independent product. In this video series, I will be using Mac OS X as my base computer. I'll be doing all the installations on Mac, but feel free to use any OS. More or less all the commands will be same. Now let's get started with the installation first. If you are on Windows, what you can do is you can simply search for Windows Geoserver and then you will find my blog somewhere in couple of links, and then you can follow the same procedure. For me, I'm going to do for Mac, but if you are on Ubuntu, you can also search for Ubuntu, and you can also find my another blog for Ubuntu OS as well. Now let's get started. First of all, head over to the Geoserver's website and then look for the stable version whichever is available. In our case, we are going to use 2.19.0. So I can just click on it and then download the binary version of it. You can find the Tomcat version on the same downloading page. We will be going with platform independent binary. So just click on it and it will download the software. Now that the zip is downloaded, we will install Geoserver. Installing Geoserver is a two-step process. First is we have to put the folder in the correct location, and second is we have to set up the environment variables so that the system will know which folder to look for. I will explain you both of them. First, I will copy the entire folder and then I will head over to user/local. This is where we have to put it if you are on Mac. If you are on Windows, you have to probably put it in under program files. Make sure that you check out the blog before you directly paste it. Now that the folder is here, I will simply rename it to, let's say, Geoserver, just for the sake of simplicity. You can keep the name as it is, that is totally fine. We are halfway there. It's really simple, right? We have already pasted the Geoserver folder in the correct location. Now what we need to do is we need to set up the environment variables. What do we mean by that? Is that we have to tell our system that which is the data directory folder for Geoserver, which is the home folder for Geoserver. Alright, now one very important thing. In order for us to run Geoserver, we have to have Java installed. Java is mandatory. So you can check whether Java is installed or not on your computer by simply typing java-version. If it gives you back something like this, then it means that Java is installed. If not, then that's again not a problem. You can head over to the blog and then find the Java copy somewhere nearby. For example, here you can simply download the Java JRE version 8 depending upon what OS you are using. Since I already have Java installed, I don't need to reinstall it, but this is how it will be. You will have to create account on Oracle, which should not be any problem. It's totally free. You can do it. Once the Java is installed, now the next thing we have to do is we have to set up the environment variable. So I will quickly head over to my blog. And I will simply copy the environment variable commands from there. Now here you can see that the first command that we have to do is we have to set up the Geoserver home variable, which will be user/local/geoserver. Makes sense, right? Now I will simply put it like this and then it is done. Now that the Geoserver home variable is set, we have to basically make sure that the current user is the owner of that Geoserver folder, because there will be so many changes that we will be doing on the folder programmatically that it is very important that we set the correct security settings for the folder. Now here the command is sudo chown -r, then the username and then the path. If you are not sure what is the username of your system on your Mac, you can do something like id/un -un, and then you will get the name. Usually this is the same name that we see before the @MacBook Pro symbol. So what I will do is I will write sudo chown -r Krishna Lodha and then /usr/local/geoserver, and then it's done. Now that everything is done, what we can do is we can simply run the Geoserver. So this is how you will always turn on and turn off the Geoserver. You have to head over to the user/local. Inside Geoserver folder, find the bin folder, and then on terminal, go inside bin folder by simply dragging and dropping it, and then run the command sh startup.sh. You can see that the data directory is automatically setted because we set the GeoServer home directory. So it is very important to have these environment variables correct in order for GeoServer to work properly. All right, once you get this started message, that means the GeoServer is running perfectly fine. So the default port for Geoserver is 8080. We will see how we can change it later in the course. But if I search for 8080/geoserver/web, I will be redirected to the home page, and we can confirm that this is the same Geoserver because of the version that we are running. The default username and password for Geoserver are admin and Geoserver. There we go. Our Geoserver is up and running perfectly fine.